Hi dear, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'll be teaching us how to make vegetable soup. Now let's get down to it. So these are my ingredients that we'll be using in making this soup. So first of all, we have our dried bitter leaf here. This is what dried bitter leaf looks like. Next we have our pepper and tomato mix. Next we have our vegetables. We have Ugwu, green and water leaf. We have our dried smoked fish, chopped onions. We have crayfish, and here we have our cow skin, also known as kponmo or canda. Here we have snail, optional if you don't like snail. Here we have our goat meat and stockfish. So next step, I had to light up my gas, put a pot on fire, and then add my proteins, meat and any protein you have. Next I decided to add my seasoning. I went over curry, and then I added 2 cubes of Raiko Maggi. Yeah, it's looking all yummy and tasty. Don't forget to add a little bit of water. Your stock doesn't need much water, okay? And then I went in with a little bit of salt because stockfish has a lot of salt in them already, so I wouldn't want my food to be salty. Now this is what it looks like, and we have to cover up and let it heat for about 10 minutes. After 10 minutes I have to turn it, like stir it round and round so that those ingredients would was the word marinate? Okay, I'm not a chef, so I don't actually know the right words to use, but I just have to stir around and around so that the ingredients can go into the stock, into the meat, to the stock, whichever. Ta-dam! We are ready. Now that the stock is ready, we had to set aside, and then I put in an empty pot on fire and let it dry. After rinsing, as you can see, mine is so dried. And then I went in with oil. Depends on the amount of oil you want. So I went in with a little bit of amount of oil and let it, heat up on low heat. Don't forget. Next, I went in with my onions. I fried to give it that beautiful taste, and then I went in with my scotch bonnet pepper and tomato mix and let it sit for some time, still on low heat. Next I went in with my fish and my stock, my meat, protein and everything, because I wanted them to have that, peppery stuff in them, like a sauce. Yeah. Then cover and let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes. Here I started taking out my fish because I wouldn't want to put in the vegetable and then I will end up not seeing the fish inside the food because I will have to turn the vegetable. Of course I'll have to do that. So I took out my fish so it doesn't scatter, in the food. Next, I went in with the vegetable. I added it bit by bit. And this is it. Next step, I had to turn it. Turn. Remember when cooking this, you don't have to add water because the vegetable itself has water in it. So this is what it looks like after I was done turning. I had to add my crayfish and my fish, of course, and then I had to turn or stir, rather, whichever one. Wow, it looks yummy. My lighting is not doing justice to this food. Okay, we'll keep stirring and stirring and stirring. make sure everything mixes properly. That bunch of vegetable, it has reduced, like it just shrinked due to the heat. Next, we check for salt, if it's tasty or not. I didn't get it, so I had to check the water. I see the water that came out of this vegetable and I did not add water to it. So it felt like I didn't add salt or anything. I had to go over again with cubes of Raiko Maggi and a little bit of salt. I prefer eating and then there's no salt than to hear the salt is too much. Like the food is too salty. How do we go about that? So if you followed me onto this stage, I want to say thank you very much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like and comment. If you know you have a different recipe from this my recipe and you know it's beautiful, please leave it in the comment section. I promise to learn. So I had to stir over, to give it a proper mix. And the next step, cover it and let it sit for about a minute. And this is what our vegetable soup looks like, guys. So yummy. You can actually pair it with rice, gari, amala, semo, yam, whichever one suits you. So thanks so much, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.